Today I'm going to demonstrate the setup of the ExoLab-8 Student Kit. Our objective is to prepare a container at home to monitor your own red clover plants and record observations each day. Please note that adult supervision is required for this setup. Follow all safety procedures, especially when heating the agar, working with hot liquids, and if using glass. Let's review the materials that were in your kit. You have a magnifying glass, disposable gloves, a pipette, the tan powder, which is the agar powder, the black powder is Rhizobia, and your red clover seeds. Not included, but around your kitchen, you need to find a heat-safe container, a stirring spoon, a measuring cup, measuring spoons, and at least one container to grow your seeds. You want to use like a recyclable glass jar. This is a jelly jar. You can also use an upcycle of a plastic water bottle. Be sure to clean it out with hot water. Now we're going to begin preparing our agar solution. We are now going to prepare the agar solution. Begin with a clean work surface and be certain that your containers are thoroughly cleaned out. Go ahead and put on your gloves. If you're working with the stovetop, turn on the burner that you plan to use on medium. Now to prepare the agar, you're going to pour a half a cup of water into your heat-safe container. Then take a half a teaspoon, about half of the powder in your clear Ziploc bag, and add the powder to the water. Then use a spoon to stir. Once the powder is dissolved, you can remove the spoon and let the powder and the solution heat to a boil. As the solution is heating up, before it boils, give it a little stir. Once the solution has come to a boil, turn off the heat and have an adult remove it from the stove. Do not let it boil over. You may want to give it one last stir. Allow it to cool for 10 minutes. Now to prepare the Rhizobia solution, you need the Rhizobia powder and a teaspoon of water. Add a teaspoon of water to a small dish, and then you're going to open your Rhizobia container and you're going to use about half of it. There are little markings on the container, and so it measures to about 0.5. Then you're going to use your spoon to stir. Stop. After allowing your agar to cool for about 10 minutes, you're now going to pour it into your growing container. Be sure that you have cleaned it out. Have an adult wear pot holders to pour the agar into your growing container. The liquids and the glass will be hot. You now want to allow the agar to cool on a slant. I've taken a bowl and a towel, and now I'm going to position the jar into the bowl and tilt it to allow the agar to cool on a slant of about 25 to 45 degrees. Now that your agar is cooled on the slant, it's cool to the touch, and you're going to add 1 milliliter of the Rhizobia solution using your pipette. You drop it in at the top of the slant and let it go down the surface. Some of the water will collect in the bottom. You can swish it around the media just a little bit if you'd like, so you get a good coating. And now you're going to add 3 seeds to the top of the slanted media. You can just use your finger to get the seed onto your glove, and then you're going to press it in to the top of the slanted media. I'm using 3 seeds in this case, because that's the number that we will have on station. Now that you have your seeds pressed into your media, you're going to put the lid on your container, and you're going to move this to a sunny window or under a lamp. Record daily observations and data to compare to the clover plants growing on the International Space Station.